Hello, boyos. Rich Boy J here, back again with another live stream. Today we are working on VARDOS. I'm really liking this camera angle just because I've never gotten to actually work over here and live stream at the same time. So it's honestly pretty exciting as well for you guys to just see a different side of the MOC. So as you can see, I've gotten honestly a little bit of work done even since the last update. If you guys haven't seen the last update, be sure to check that out. You'll get some really good close-ups on a lot of the details that I put into this MOC between this week and whenever the heck else I had another update. So today I'm going to be actually starting on this building over here. I'm realizing that just the way that I had to access this MOC, if I finish building this building right here, it's going to get extremely difficult for me to reach around it to work on this one. So even though this is very much so in the way, I want to try my best to at least start getting this one built up and really just finish this building and then come back over here and finish this building. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. We got a lot of people here in the chat. Always glad to see your beautiful profile pictures. What's going on, everyone? We got, oh snap, Brick Hunter with the early Christmas gift. He says, "Merry early Christmas, love the builds. When do you think it'll be done?" Well, for one, thank you so much, Brick Hunter. Dude, that just made my day. As for when I think I'll get this MOC done, my initial plan was to have it done by Christmas, which would give me a week to finish it, which obviously is not going to happen. So instead, I'm really hoping to have it done by the end of January. I think that's a very attainable goal, and I think that I think I can get it done. You know, I have a little bit more time on my hands right now, so I've been getting a chance to work on this. Obviously, do more live streams, and I'm just super hype about working on this MOC right now. I feel like you guys are excited about it, and I in turn, and I'm very excited about it. Zandy says, "Jay, I've got some beef with you. I asked you what you thought of Lego Movie 2 CMS, and you didn't respond even though you saw it." I actually meant to. I had every intention of responding to you. I just didn't get the opportunity to. I was trying to eat before I got this live stream up, so we can talk about it. I really didn't look at the CMF figures in depth, but I didn't see anything that I absolutely that stuck out to me and that I loved. But all in all, it looks solid. You know, there's some interesting things in there. We obviously get our couple of costumed figures, so that's pretty cool too. But yeah, what do you guys think about it? Obviously, if you guys haven't seen it, I'm sure you can check on the usual places on Instagram. We got some leaks on the CMF series for the new Lego movie. And I don't know. I'm honestly, what I would love to talk about is that giant, I almost want to describe it as a modular set. I don't think it is functionally a modular, but the modular big Lego Movie 2 set looks so freaking cool. I'm definitely going to be picking that one up. I think it's called Welcome to Post-Apocalyptic Bricksburg or something like that. All right, Jedi Bob with a donation. He says, "I got to get to second place with donations, $8 more." Okay, awesome. Yeah, I think you're behind, what's his name? I finally got it updated right before I did the stream, and I realized you literally shot above everyone. So yeah, you're right behind Nils Gerloff. So yeah, there you go. Work on it. Appreciate that, Kevin. Galactic Bricks, what's going on, man? Always glad to see you come by. How to Be a Chicken, that's a fantastic username, says, "What's going to be your next large Star Wars MOC?" That is a secret. That'll be unveiled whenever this MOC is finished. I don't want to... The last thing I want to do is put myself in a position where, because I kind of did that with VARDOS, but we were so far along with Crate that, and VARDOS was just so different to where I felt it was okay for me to announce it. But the last thing I want to do is put myself in a position where, I announce my next MOC, and people are either, very excited about it, and I'm "Oh, hurry up and finish VARDOS so you can start the next one," or they're not excited about it, so they're not looking forward to it. I don't know, there's just way more hype around announcing it than immediately being able to work on it. So I hope you guys can understand that. Oh snap, I think, is that Jedi Bob with another super chat? He says, "The Jedi Order pays very well." I'm honestly surprised to hear that, because you guys certainly don't dress like they pay very well. That's what, dude, if I was a Jedi, I would be walking around in a Louis Vuitton robe with some with a bantha skin jacket. Nah, I guess that's not very cool. You know what I mean? I would be a Jedi with swag though. Jedi Bob, you are more than welcome to spam donations. The only spam we appreciate here is donation spam. Collecting Bricks, awesome. Thank you so much. He says, What are you thankful for today? So I was actually thinking about that earlier, and I mean, so like part of me wants to say, I'm glad to be healthy. I'm glad that I'm in a position in my life where I can, build Lego MOCs on YouTube and people actually care enough to check them out. Like that still is just amazing to me. Like if you think back to sitting on your floor as a child, playing with your Lego pieces and building stuff, and social media wasn't really big when I was very young, so it wasn't super easy to share your creations. And I would show your friends or whatever, and then you'd have to like end up taking it apart to build something else, and that was literally the lifespan of your creation. But then at this point, like everything I do is pretty much documented, so it's really beautiful that I have the opportunity to not only share it with you guys, but like everything I build will be a part of Lego MOC history forever. I guess I can describe it as. So no, it's just the coolest thing in the world. I don't know. I love this community. I love this community so much. Jedi Bob says, I used to give my Lego Star Wars people voices when I played with them, and once I made clones and droids fight on my dad's workout bench. Okay, that's awesome. That, like, honestly, that one of my fondest memories of being a child was just, playing with my rather limited. I mean, I feel like I had more Lego Star Wars stuff than most people probably did, but it's still, I didn't have everything. But, like, playing with my Lego Star Wars sets and figures and, like, trying to create stories within the confines of my collection. And I would love to maybe start that conversation with you guys. Like, what are some of the things that you kind of had to do to compromise, like not having a bunch of sets when you were younger, and still trying to like play with it and tell a story? I remember when I was younger, like I didn't have a ton of like, I'm trying to think, what did I not have a ton of? So I didn't have a ton of like droid stuff. Like I had a lot of, if you even think about it, like the episode 3 original wave, like we got so much like Republic stuff, but we didn't get a ton of Separatist stuff. So I remember like I would try to find creative ways to like have the droids match up a little bit more evenly, and I would like bring in Imperial stuff to kind of like combat the like Republic stuff that I had, which I tried to avoid that as much as possible. I was very much so like, if I want to play with my Lego Star Wars stuff, everything has to be correct. But yeah, I remember I had to like, kind of compromise with that because there really wasn't a ton of droid stuff to have like an even battle between the Jedi and the Republic and the Separatists. And BBBricks says 14 like, come on boyos. Yeah, if you guys are checking this out right now, I definitely urge you all to drop me a like. I would certainly appreciate it. Darth Jar Jar says, I had to use a TIE pilot as Darth Vader with his helmet because I only had the battle damage version. That is so funny. That's honestly funny that you had the battle damage. But do you mean the battle damage one, like, from The Force Unleashed? When I was younger, I lost all my blasters and lightsabers, so I was acting like they were fighting with lightsabers and blasters. They really weren't. That's funny. I remember when I was younger, before I got like a single a single new Lego Star Wars set, when I like first got into it, I had like 2 red lightsabers, and those were the only lightsabers I had. So I had to like have basically 2 red lightsaber people fight. And then also I didn't have any of like the black megaphones. I only had red ones. So I had to have guys with like red megaphones with the stud on the end as their blasters. Jedi Bob says, what's the difference between being in the MOC and the lounge? I mean, wouldn't it be better to be in the MOC, or do you get more attention in the lounge? In the lounge, you're going to get more attention in the lounge. Like, the Boyo lounge is going to be something I feel like very prominent, and I'm going to spend a lot of time in like the video looking at it. And like, if you end up in the MOC, you'll certainly get a shout out, but it's considered more special to get into the lounge. Like, it's an exclusive club in the lore of the MOC, so it is more prestigious for you to end up there, if that makes sense. Most of the time, I'm probably going to have to end up like standing because I actually have to reach over the MOC right here, but I'm going to try my best to make sure my face is not completely obscured. I think it's in the description, I think. I don't remember what's the tier. There's like a donation level to get into the Boyo lounge. I don't remember exactly. I think it's either 30 or 50 bucks. One of those. Where is it? Yeah, $50. That's what it is. So, how much for the Boyo Lounge? I donated 15 already. I'm also not on updated top donors in the description. Let me know and I'll definitely update it. I know that there were a few that I wasn't able to get updated. So if you have donated and your thing is not updated, please let me know and I will certainly make sure that happens. What? Holy crap. Collecting bricks with the $25 donation. All right. So it is officially not going to be a sausage fest in the Boyo Lounge. That's probably the only time you'll hear me use the term sausage fest on this channel. Do I post on 9gag? No, I do not. I don't think I've ever went to that website, to be quite honest. Thank you so much. Wow, that is awesome. Is Garrett going to be collaborating with you in the future? Yeah, Garrett's going to be working with me on the next MOC, so you guys will see it. Would I consider doing a MOC that's not Star Wars? I couldn't see myself doing a build series in that Star Wars. Doing a MOC, sure, at some point. Build series, probably not so much. Gotta make sure these numbers are correct. Favorite set of the new wave? That's a great question. I'm really feeling that Death Star escape set, honestly. Do I enjoy building landscapes or vehicles more? I feel like I have a different answer to that every time, but for now I'm going to say landscapes just because you get more freedom with them. Vehicles, if it doesn't, if you're, it has to look correct, otherwise it's just not going to work at all, whereas you get more freedom to be a little bit more creative with landscapes. I think vehicles are probably more fulfilling, though. Just looking at that Corvus over there, oh my god, I love it. Did I see Dalek's video about my song? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Dalek was so turned. Have I ever purchased anything from Brick Vault, parts or instructions? Yep. I have my own creation on Brick Vault. The AT-AT they have, that is my design. It's sitting right there. It's going to be in this MOC. But yeah, I bought their TIE Fighter collection, so that's how I built this bad boy right here. Do I have plans to take this to any convention? Probably not. I'm realizing just the way it's built, with all the wiring and stuff that's going through it, it would be extremely difficult for me to transport this, so I've accepted the fact that I'm probably just not going to take this anywhere, so sorry guys. Because I can't do math, so I think this will be 50-ish. Yeah, I was looking at it. I think you're over the threshold now. So, yeah, thank you so much, Collecting Bricks. Shout out to Collecting Bricks. She'll be the first lady of the Boyo Lounge. Says, can you shout out to my boy Matt J? By Matt, are you talking about the Brick Wiz? If not, shout out to Matt. Where do you get most of your bricks to make these things? Lego store for basic brick, and pretty much Bricklink for everything else. It says collecting bricks is dethroning my third place. Oh yeah, I guess Christina is now in second place. First lady mod here. Yeah, that's true. Christina is breaking new ground. Last week I bought the new Inferno Squad battle packs. I've already written a review on ReboBricks. Okay, I'll definitely have to check that out. I'm so excited for that battle pack. Holy crap. I'm so excited for that battle pack. As I'm sure you guys can figure out. Let me figure out how many studs this is. 6, 6, 4, 4, and then 9. Alright. Am I a fan of Spartan Republic? Yeah. 29. What I got? 10, 12, 14. That'll be 20. 26. I have a love-hate relationship with building this MOC. Like, obviously, I enjoy working on it, but like, it is so frustrating having to build over here between this wall and this table. Like, it's hard to get comfortable. So, and I mean, I'm going to be building over here forever because, like, not only is all this stuff over here, but also that big tower is going to be over here. So, yeah, I'm trying to get used to it. Have I watched Brick's latest building crate? Yes, I have. It's always a surprise, but a welcome one whenever David can get one of those updated. But yeah, like I'm loving what he's doing with that the like crystal cave with the falcon flying through. I thought that was pretty dope. More animation. He says, I don't have many bricks, but I do make good stop motions. TBH. That's good. I really would love to do more stop motions. Or at this point, I would love to do any stop motions. Oh, I was wondering, like, why is this piece not going down? But it was not properly placed. Do you think Leia, the new Leia coming soon, should have had one of those dress parts instead of regular legs? Yes! Honestly, like, I had every expectation for her to have that. I'm honestly shocked that they didn't do it. And pretty disappointed. I would have loved to have gotten that dress piece in white for her. Like, it just would have made sense, but I don't know. I think, like, honestly, I'm feeling like maybe they're trying to scale back on using that piece, because if you think about it, like, they didn't give it to the Praetorian Guards, and they obviously had it in that original set. So I don't know what the deal is, but I don't know. Maybe they're trying to scale back on it, because, like, in the solo wave, you know, we had tons of figures with that piece, and then with the sets that came out around that time, we got even more people with the skirt pieces like Barreras Offie. But like in this next wave, not a single person has that skirt piece. So I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. Is that a thing? Yes, this is a thing. 6, 10, 14, 20, 24. Original or prequel? Definitely original. What's up, Brick Vibe? Says, odd though, Harry Potter collectible figures use tons. I mean, yeah, they did. I feel like, I don't know. I don't understand. Like, I'm trying to, like, rationalize it in my head why they wouldn't give it to her, but I don't understand. That would have been the perfect time. Lego's so weird with stuff like that. Like, they'll come out with this new, like, cool updated thing, and you'll be like, oh, wow, awesome. Like, cool. This will be the standard moving forward. And then they'll just, like, not use it again. Prime example, the Luke Skywalker that's in that the 4+ X-Wing set, it doesn't come with a new helmet. Same thing with General Merrick in the most recent Advent calendar. He didn't come with a new helmet. I don't understand. What's up, Vazio? Favorite character in Star Wars? Definitely Luke Skywalker. Do you think you'll ever attempt a freeform MOC? By freeform, do you mean just something from my imagination? Probably not. Probably not. Not on base plates. Oh, I mean, all the ships I've done are not on base plates. I don't understand what you mean. What's up, Ryder Thompson? Where is Drink Tea? Have we lost him to the dark side? Drink Tea actually made a rare appearance. When did he make it? Sometime recently, actually. Drink Tea came through. Oh, I did this wrong. He came through on the last stream, so he's around. If you actually want to know what happened to Drink Tea, he actually got a girlfriend, so he's been spending time with her and not on the internet looking at Lego videos, which I find to not be very cool. If they made a 501st Battle Pack, what kind of MOC would you make with them? It's a great question. I would love to do Jedi Temple. That's the thing, like, If Chris ever does his Jedi Temple, that'd be great. But if he doesn't, then maybe I'll have to continue what he started. Finish what he started. Vazio says he stayed home from school today and watched Star Wars movies 1 through 6. That's awesome. Probably would have had a better time watching 4 through 6 or 4 through 8, but hey, whatever floats your boat. Six. Appreciate that more animation. Girlfriends are not good news, boyos. Yeah, clearly, when they stop you from coming to the Rich Boy J live streams. That's why I'm devising a plan to break up Drink Tea and his girlfriend. Don't tell him I said that, though. Who is my favorite clone trooper? I think Rex is my favorite character, but Cody is the one I like the way he looks the most, if that makes sense. Catalyst Brick says Wolf. Wolf is pretty dope too. Besides 501st, what battle pack do you want? I can go all day listing battle packs I'd like to see. But a Wolfpack battle pack would be pretty dope. Honestly, a battle pack with the new Stormtrooper helmets would be nice. What else? Honestly, this is one that it sounds like a joke, but I wouldn't mind a Gungan battle pack. Everyone always kind of mentions it as a joke, but I actually like that would be kind of cool, you know? Can I do a little dance on stream? Unfortunately, this is not one of those kinds of streams. Singing Web Slinger says your mocks are some of the best, some of the most impressive I've seen on YouTube. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. Best thing about this mock so far, I'm going to say probably the Corvus. That's my favorite part. Enter it says a New Hope Rebel Trooper battle pack. Yeah, it would be nice to get a bunch of Fleet Troopers, especially with the new one coming out. Trying to make sure I do this correctly. How did I do this before? Did I screw this up? Alright, so this starts. Yep, I did. It's all good though. What's up, Bombad Kwai Gungan? That is quite the name. Geonosis Experimental Clone Armor Battle Pack. They were only included in... Are you talking... Is that what they use in the second Battle of Geonosis? Alright, hey Jay, I'm really in doubt that your Falcon with interior and the Lego model. How much is yours going to cost? Also, you're going to use the new cockpit piece. I actually have updated mine with the new cockpit piece. I haven't not updated it with the instructions to do that, but it's honestly a pretty easy conversion. How much does it cost? My very rough estimate is $1,100 US. When I built it, I had maybe like half the parts on hand, so I didn't have to buy everything, and it's hard for me to say like, oh, it would cost this much to buy it, but yeah. Do I have Discord? Yeah, the Discord link should pop up at some point through Nightbot, everyone's favorite person. I want a droid battle pack with 4 security droids and 2 updated Droideka builds. If you want a really nice looking Droideka build, I'd recommend Larry Lars's design. It's great. Lego's never built a Droideka that I'm in love with. Like, I still think the original Droideka is probably the best looking Lego Droideka, but even that one isn't amazing. They had hexagonal communication devices on their helmets. I forget the specific clone commander. Huh, I'll have to look that up then. How would you feel about naming a child lemon juice? I'm all aboard with that. I need a Stormtrooper battle pack, but I have to wait till Christmas, unfortunately. Well, fortunately for you, Christmas isn't too far away, so. What's on you guys' Christmas lists? We can talk about that. What do you guys want for Christmas? I'm still super annoyed that, like, the new Star Wars sets come out January 1st. Like, it would just be so awesome if they came out on, you know, before Christmas, but Lego ain't down with that, so that will not be happening. You should do Battlefront 2 Camino after this. That actually would be a MOC I would love to build. I could do it. Who knows? Who knows what the next MOC will be? Evan says Darth Vader's castle. Okay, cool. I want the Slavs one so bad. If you plan on getting it, I'd say get it soon because I'm pretty sure it's going away after this year. If you want an Inferno Squad battle pack, then get it from Canada. We already have them. Yeah. I've been seeing all these Canadians pop up with their battle packs. I'm quite jealous. They got all the new sets. Hey, what's up, Matt? What's going on, bro? My bros are wondering if you can subscribe to United by One. I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is. What's up, Brick Wiz? What you up to, homie? What's up, Lego Gavin Productions? Alright, see ya, Bombad Qui-Gungan. And may the force be with you too. Hey, shout out, bro. I'm sure you're excited to be done with school for the semester. Can we expect a live stream from you sometime soon? Callus Brick says you should have a podcast. That's kind of what the function of Lego Star Wars talk was supposed to be, but we quickly realized that doing like a weekly show, it was very difficult to come up with like topics, so it kind of fluttered away, but I appreciate that. What's up, Owen Landon? Welcome to the first ever, well, your first ever Rich Boy J stream. Planning one tomorrow, just building sets, taking this week off from Kessel because Christmas prep. I know you were saying, maybe I misheard this, but you were saying you were going like out of town for Christmas or something? Or am I totally incorrect on that? Just do what H3 does and have different guests from time to time. I mean, that's kind of what, like, Bricks and Bits is. I don't know, maybe I could do something like that, but just have it be only Lego Star Wars. That could be something. That's definitely something to consider. I would like to. It'd be fun. You know, I can talk about Lego Star Wars from forever. I'll send a text to the chat, probably. Says, no, I'm just hosting 3 gatherings, though, so it's hella busy. Might build the James Bond car. Okay, cool. I'm so jealous of people with enough money to buy all these bricks because I would defo buy a sugar ton. I'm going to start using that term, sugar ton. Says he would make a crate mock. It's his favorite map in Battlefront 2. I mean, don't stress yourself out with, you know, trying to keep up with other people's collections and stuff like that. Honestly, just build up your collection over time. Like, when I first started building, I didn't have everything you see in front of me. Like, I've been collecting for a pretty long time, so just keep trying to build your collection up. What's up, First Order Lego? Dude, awesome job on that Geonosis mock. Awesome job on the Geonosis mock. I love it. I wish we saw more of them. And I know why we don't, because it's not super easy to get a ton of the parts in whatever color you think Geonosis should be. But, dude, fantastic job on that mock. It's going pretty well, man. Just working on me some VARDOS. Planning to do a minifig scale ATST. That's awesome. I still need to, like, actually bring out the ATST I want to be using in this mock. What are you building on this stream? I'm working on basically this building, but on this side. Yep, small vignettes can be just as fun as the big mocks and won't take up. Yeah, exactly. If I could, I'd definitely build Camino / Geonosis mock. Clones, in my opinion, are the best. I'd love to build a Clone Wars mock, but as I say, like, all the time, they're so expensive. What's up, Forever Lego Studios? He says he got some great news. Bought all the parts of the legs and the feet on the walker. That's awesome, man. Says, thanks, I have like 0 of any piece now. Don't usually build that big. Well, that's awesome, dude. Okay. I still have yet to see a perfect ATST with instructions. I would look up another goals design. I would say his is pretty close to perfect if you have not seen it already. Says, so how are the Boyos going to be seen in the mock if they in the lit boy lounge? I've noticed there is nothing to remove the ceiling of it. There is. I built it in such a way where I can peel off the top of it. Trust me, I have thought all of this through. Have no fear. The Boyo lounge will be lit. Where is that ATST? It's on Flickr. If you just, I'm pretty sure just give it a Google search. You'll actually type it in the chat. Look up another goal ATST. Tell me what you think about it. When I bought the Inferno Battle Pack, there was 30% off on all toys, and some sets were on clearance already. So I bought Yoda set, Crate Microfighter Pack, and a couple of Avenger sets. Half price. Holy crap, that's awesome. That is dope. Where are my 1x1s? And third, how do you feel about Goal's ATST design? Built your AT-AT Walker will make a fine addition to my collection. Glad you think so. My dream is to like attend some convention and someone will like have my AT-AT there in one of their mocks. That would just be the coolest thing ever. I guess technically I will next year because Forever Lego Studios, I believe, is taking his Hoth mock to Brick World, so hopefully that'll happen. Owen says he's building the Lego Imperial V-Wing from 2011. I don't have that set, but I have the figures from that set. I actually really do like the figures from that set. Says I built it in like under 10 days, just ground it down until 1 to 2 a.m. I admire you being able to build a mock for multiple months. Not easy. Yeah, you have to really be creatively excited about a mock to stick with it and work on it consistently for this long. Do I have any Star Wars decorations on my Christmas tree? I do not. Actually, I have a Star Wars like Christmas, like a Santa hat. It's like it says Star Wars on it, has Yoda ears, but my head and hair are too big for me to fit it, so that kind of sucks. If you guys will probably never see me wearing a hat, and it's because my head is too big for like hats, and it doesn't help that my hair is also big now. So yeah. Someone asked me what is the most pain I've ever felt. The most pain I've ever felt is realizing that I'm not going to be able to wear most hats. Like, if there's a hat and it says one size fits all, it's a lie, because it will almost certainly not fit my head. So yeah, this is Vulnerability Night on the Rich Boy J YouTube channel. Tell everyone what makes you sad about yourself. All right, roughly how much for the TIE Bomber and Advanced from Brickvault? I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I didn't build either of those. I just bought. I think I paid like $45 for the 4-pack, but I couldn't tell you. They have it on their website, like price estimates, so you could probably check out there. First Order Lego says, I decorate our Christmas tree at home with older Star Wars planet sets, so you see the Death Star and Coruscant hanging. Okay, that's actually a really good idea. I have a bunch of those. I think the only ones I don't have are like the European specific ones, like Hoth, and I think there was one more, maybe Yavin. I don't remember, but I have most of those, so that's actually quite a good idea. Alright, see you more animation. I have so many parts around me, it's hard to find any given thing. Here we go. If there was anything you could change in the newest Star Wars movies, what would it be? I would focus more on the Finn and Rey romance as opposed to the Finn and Rose romance. That's the only thing that really irritated me about The Last Jedi. Yeah, otherwise they're just lying around. Yeah, I mean, there's really not much you can do with them. The greatest use I ever found for him was whenever me and Garrett did the Scarif MOC. The first version of it, we had a big apparatus to hang some of X-wings and TIE Strikers, and I had the Death Star also hanging above it, like the planets one. And then whenever we built the bigger version of it, that was 16 feet long, I just sat the Death Star on top of the Citadel because that was the highest point on the MOC. Also, Jay, quick question. I'm thinking of adding 2x2 white tiles to the outside of Hoth. At the moment, all the studs on top is bothering me. What do you think? I would, if you can pull that off, I would definitely urge you to do that. Honestly, every time I look at the MOC, I wonder if he's considered using tiles. I just never brought it up. But, if you can get the 2x2 white tiles, I definitely say do that. It will make it look so much better. It says, maybe no Starkiller base or have it destroyed before it wipes out the Republic. I agree with that too. I'm fine with Starkiller base, just have it just be a base though. It doesn't necessarily need to be a planet killer. There are ways to threaten the galaxy without destroying planets, I feel. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. It says cool. Anytime I used it before for a dome. Yeah, I feel you. I don't remember who it was, but someone used it on the back of a Star Destroyer, for the Death Star one on the back for an engine. I don't remember whose design it was, though. I thought that was pretty cool. Real Lego Man Productions, what's going on? We got DMK Mox, what's up, dude? What's my favorite Star Wars movie? So I guess there's probably a lot of new people in the chat who don't know about my strong Star Wars opinion. So I'll give you guys my Star Wars movie rankings. It's been a while since I've done this. But I'll start from the worst to the best. Actually, I'll go from best to worst because it's easier for me to remember it that way. So, number 1, Star Wars Episode 4. Number 2, Episode 5. Number 3, Episode 8. Number 4, Episode 7. Number 5, Rogue One. 6, Solo. 7, Episode 3. 8, Episode 1. 9, Episode 2. So yeah, those are my Star Wars movie rankings. Jay, I've been price checking on BrickLink. Brick Vibe has 6,000 or so. I'll probably make an order for 1,000. Honestly, dude, I would say look on the Lego website. They have on the Pick a Brick website. They might be cheaper there for larger quantities. Have I seen the U-wing from Star Bricks? Yeah, dude, that thing is awesome. Mirko always does a great job on those giant builds. The real question is, have you seen that U-wing from Nthert? That one looks amazing. I forgot episode 6. Oh, I'm sorry. All right. Remix. All right. 4, 5, 8, 7, 6. Rogue One, Solo. And all the prequels don't really matter, honestly. You can just group them all together at the bottom of my list. Says, oof, Jay, might probably be yours, just inverted. Oh my god. Really? You're gonna put Star Wars episodes 4 and 5 at the bottom of the list? That is some disrespect. That is some disrespect. What about the Wookiees? Wookiees are cool. They're fine. They're fine for what they are. Hey, we got General Hux in the house. What's going on? How many times have you played the campaign mission on VARDOS? Oh my god, too many to count. Too many to count. Says, nah, man, the U-Wing on Brickvault store right now is pretty good. I'm definitely going to build it to compare. I think that one's pretty good. I just can't get behind the use of that giant windscreen on the front. Like it just looks so oversized. I don't love it. I hate the prequels, but the Clone Wars is the best thing ever. That is that is a very unique opinion. I don't think I've ever heard someone who doesn't like the prequels, but like really likes the Clone Wars. First order Lego says, I'll head off to dead before I'm prosecuted here. Yeah, I would dip out if I were you, because you got some... You're going to take some heat for treasonous comments like that. You forgot the holiday special. No, I did not forget it. I deliberately kept it off the list. Dude, I cannot wait to see your indoor. You should totally send me sneak peek pictures because I'm special. Do I get any of the modulars? I get all the modulars. I don't have a few of the older ones, but I try to collect them now as they come out. Says, I think the reason being is Brickvault requested a screen to match the rest of their fleet. Yeah, I agree. The OG model didn't have that. Okay, I got you. I don't love it. I don't love it. I'm perfectly satisfied with your U-Wing though, Enter. I am more than happy with that bad boy. Rap the 501st Battle Pack song live, please. Nah, go watch the video again. Go check it out. Show some support. In 6 days, I'm getting the pork. Awesome. I'm guessing you're getting it for Christmas. What am I asking for Christmas? Typically, I'll just ask for Lego money. To anyone who's willing to give me a gift. I just ask for money to buy Lego stuff. Screaming Seagull says, I really like Solo, but mostly due to the book. Got some extra info on it. I think that's kind of how I felt about Rogue One. If any of you guys read Catalyst before Rogue One, I think that really helped me enjoy the movie a lot more than I otherwise would have. It did make Lyra's death scene, who is Jen's mom, a lot more sad because she was such a big part of the book and she like immediately dies in the film. But other than that, like... I really did enjoy Rogue One, having read Catalyst. Brickvault's Yavin MOC should be awesome. Yeah, I really, they were like showing off some parts of it last year at Legoland Star Wars Days when I went. So I was always looking forward to seeing them actually work on it, and I'm glad they finally have. Did I see the leak of the new Lego Star Wars 20th anniversary logo thing? No, I did not. Where did he post it? Actually, I have a feeling... Let's see. Where did he post it? Tell me now! Tell me now! My name is Anakin and I'm a person. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a person and my name is Anakin. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's awesome. I like that. It's cool. That's pretty dope. Here, I can... I know this, like, I don't know if that's going to work. Maybe I can turn my brightness down. Let's see. Oop. There we go. That's what it looks like, guys. Shout out to Even Art Productions. Apparently people thought he was lying on his 20th anniversary video. Be nice to Ryan, guys. He works very hard to bring us good information. It's a souped up version of the one they used in 2009. Yeah, it's all silver now. It reminds me, if any of you are big SpongeBob fans, it reminds me of how, like, in SpongeBob, they're like, everything in the future is chrome. So they made the logo, like, silver, basically. Screaming Seagull says the entire point of the Clone Wars is Anakin, stop panicking. That's true. I agree with that. I cannot wait for the 20th anniversary wave. I'm going to spend so much money on it. I don't know. I'm undecided on how I feel about that. I mean, it's obviously a cool thing, but I haven't heard any rumors about any sets that I'm going to be especially excited to get. Like, the Anakin's Pod Racer thing sounds cool, but I think it's just the only figures it's going to come with is Anakin and Padme, which, you know, it'll be cool to get maybe a newer young Padme and she can have the, like, medium legs, which she probably won't because it's Star Wars and Lego doesn't like to give Star Wars cool stuff. But anyways, what I would really have loved for them to have done is put Shmi in that set, because that would have been like the perfect time to give us that figure. But of course, we're not getting her. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. All right, see you, Screaming Seagull. Will you be disappointed if I said I'm excited for Anakin's Pod? No, not at all. Like, I don't honestly like. For someone like me who like constantly bashes the prequels, I love the pod race. I don't know if there's anyone here who loves the pod race more than I do. What color are Padme's pants on Tatooine whenever she goes there? Maybe like we can find another figure that we can take them off of. This is your homework, guys. I want someone to go find out what color are Padme's. I feel like they're black, but maybe I'm wrong. Are her pants black on Tatooine? Daddy Hill says, I've been watching your VARDOS building series, but I've never dropped any of your live streams. Well, I'm glad you finally have. Smithers9122 says, will this be bigger than Crate? No, Crate was... What was Crate? Crate was like 4x9 gray base plates with a row of 32x16 base plates. This MOC, on the other hand, is 4x6 gray base plates with a row of 32x32. So, no, it will not be as big. It is basically a table smaller than Crate. It's definitely, I think it honestly may end up having more pieces than Crate just because Crate was mostly flat with obviously the big caves at the end, but this one, it has more height in more places than Crate did. All right, Enter says her pants are black, so that makes me feel like we have Harry Potter's pants are black in like the medium legs. So then, you know, if her pants aren't black in the new set, you can just like take an eraser and get the print off of Harry's legs and then put it on her. So maybe that's something I'll do. That actually has me excited now. So either way, I will have an accurate looking Padme from episode 1 with short legs. So what I'm thinking, I have a few ideas for like Christmas related videos I'm going to put out between now and Christmas. But one of them is going to be like my Lego Star Wars wish list. And it's basically just going to be a culmination of like various things that I want to see from like Lego in regards to like the Star Wars line. And I'm realizing like most of them have to do with like female minifigures. I won't spoil what they are, but most of them have to do with female minifigures, which is kind of making me just want to do like just a video on like top whatever, however many things Lego needs to do with female minifigures or something like that. I don't know. I'll figure it out, but that's definitely a video I want to put out between now and Christmas. Between now and Christmas. Says other CMI figures from the Harry Potter have plain black mid. Do they actually? Which ones? I thought the only ones that had them were obviously Harry, Ron, and Hermione. And then I don't know much about Harry Potter, but there's the other guy who has like the thin hair and short legs. Which ones has the short legs or the medium legs, but with no print on it? Because that would be so clutch. Do I like Jane Bricks? Yeah, shout out to Jane. Cho Chang has plain. You say that like I know who that is, but okay. I'll. Which one is he? Cho Chang and Neville. I don't know either of those. I really wish I knew who those people were. But is there seriously a character in Harry Potter named Cho Chang? Like seriously? Like if you told me that in passing, I would assume you were joking. The guy with earmuffs. Oh, okay. I got you. Hey Jay, I just price checked the tiles on Lego.com, and for 200 it's $16.50. Brick 5's Brickling store is $12. Okay. But I mean, if you're gonna buy like 1,000 though, like I don't know, I would just make sure you like, you know, look out the prices. Oh, is Cho Chang the girl with the long black hair and she's like tan? She has like the very tan skin. And she comes with an owl. You going to Brick Fair, Virginia? Yes. Okay, I got you. I know who that is. All right, looks like I got to get that figure. So here's a sad story. I actually have the most recent episode 1 Padme, and it was one of the first figures I bought when I was getting back into Star Wars. Because when I first started up, getting back into Lego Star Wars specifically, because I really wanted to build that pod race MOC, obviously, but that's literally the only minifigure I've lost ever, pretty much. And it's really depressing because it's not a super expensive figure, so I could buy another one, but that figure had sentimental value to me because it was one of the first ones I bought getting back into Star Wars, and the fact that I lost it is really disappointing. I'm honestly pretty sure I lost it when I was transporting my pod race MOC to my first convention and it got destroyed. And obviously the pieces were all over, and I was driving my aunt's truck, so the pieces just got all over the place, and I tried my best to find everything, but who knows what could have gotten lost in that vehicle. And she doesn't even have that vehicle anymore, so I may just have to bite the bullet and buy that Padme figure. Obviously a new updated one is coming out, but I want to have all the figures, so I'm gonna have to get that older one as well. Says, oh, you're asking about North Carolina. I'm probably not going to go to Brick Fair, North Carolina. Hey, do you think they should make a 20th anniversary set of a Venator class Star Destroyer? I wouldn't really want a Venator unless it was UCS scale, so yes and no. Alright, what's Zandy talking about? Jay, I can tell you Cho Chang since you like Asian girls with... I should not have read that out loud. I love Zandy. Shout out to Zandieboi. Says, dang, I wanted to meet you, Jay. I'm sorry, man. Come to Brick Fair, Virginia. Or Brick World, Chicago. Wow, Zandy, you're gonna get me in trouble, bro. Wow, that was funny. I was not expecting that at all. I should have knew where it was going when it was something you had to send me on Instagram as opposed to just posting it. Says, hey Jay, you have that 2001 Watto figure. I do not. I actually have what's going on here? I actually do, I have the I have that set. I have the Watto's Junkyard, and I have the pod racers from it. but I do not have the Watto figure from it. So yeah, I don't. I've seen it. I mean, it's an expensive figure. Like it's an expensive figure. Should I start a YouTube channel for my Lego World War II stuff? You absolutely should. How tall is your MOC? I guess the tallest thing is that, like, that building. I don't know, maybe like 2.5 feet. I don't know exactly. Ugh. Favorite planet from Star Wars? Ooh. Coruscant. Coruscant or Scarif. Or as Jake Lloyd would say, Coruscant. Would I rather be a Jedi or a Sith Lord? I would rather be a Jedi. No, a Sith Lord, because they can have girlfriends. Yeah, Sith Lord. If Jedi could have girlfriends, I'd be all in on the Jedi thing, but nah. Lethal or Lamu? Wow. I would have never guessed that. I guess the Lamu mock, I mean, the fact that you like Malu makes sense, considering you did the mock of it, but... Jay, do you have a girlfriend or something? No, but I could. Jeez, you guys are trying to embarrass me on my own stream. What is going on? Asking all these personal questions. Says, well, I went to Iceland too. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Lethal is actually a pretty cool planet. I like it. Most people just kind of dismiss it and say, oh, it's just like a Tatooine with some grass. But, like, no, I feel like there's a lot more to it. Jay, you did. She'd have to like your music. She would have to like my music. She would absolutely have to like my music. Otherwise, that'd be a problem. My favorite planet is Nowhere, a.k.a. Jakku. Why would anyone want to go there? Jay, do you have any Star Wars crushes? Ooh. Yes, I do. Does someone who's been a long time Boyo want to spill the beans on my Star Wars crush? Zandy would definitely... Oh, no, he says he has to go. Never mind. He also says my girlfriend could be Cho Chang. Dude, I don't want Cho Chang. You know who I want. Does anyone here know my Star Wars crush? There we go. Bazine Natal. There we... No, not Baze Natal. Bazine Natal. Enter said it rhymes with Bees Nepal. Ryder says, is it Ayla? No, but that's actually a pretty good guess if you listen to Cold Like Ha. Do you still work at the Lego store as your job? Yes, I do. It must be Rose. No, it's not Rose. Bazine Natal is my Star Wars crush. She is the most perfect woman I've ever seen in my life. Besides my mom. Hey Jay, how's Garrett doing? Garrett's doing pretty well. Garrett just recently posted a video of his Empire Lug collab, so you guys should definitely go... Well, he didn't post a video of it. He posted pictures of it on his Instagram, so you guys should definitely go check that out. I can't believe Zandy called her Baze Natal. My dream is to find the Star Wars Galaxy and get with Ayla Secura. Ayla Secura is a bae. Wait, if you work at Lego store, do you get percents off Lego sets? Yes, I do. I sure do. Jay Garrett told me he was thinking of making a video on it. Yeah, I think he will eventually. He definitely saw it built. He probably will. I think he was trying to get it. I think his camera's broken. He's trying to get a new one. I feel sorry for him. Like, all of his technology just, like, broke all at once. Like, his camera broke. His computer broke. Like, it was very annoying for him. So, I think once he can start replacing some of that stuff, he can upload more vids. Do your fellow employees watch or know about your channel? I would not say they watch, but they definitely know about it. How long do you keep a Big MOC if you do not destroy it? Every Big MOC I build will be destroyed until I just have unlimited space to keep these things around. But really, it just stays around until like I've been able to do a video on it and until I muster up the energy to start taking it apart. Says, what's the deal with Luke's hair? What piece would you use for him in each film? So I actually was talking about this to someone the other day. The fact that like Lego's pretty inconsistent with it, like, but so I feel like so we'll start from A New Hope. I think like the current A New Hope hair for Luke is perfect. I would not change it at all. I don't know how I feel about them changing it to dark tan for Empire. Honestly, I would probably say maybe just like keep it dark tan for both films. Maybe that would be my suggestion. Or have it tan for both. I don't know. I'd really have to like look at pictures and really think about it. But I think that his Empire and Jedi, his A New Hope hairstyle is perfect. And Empire, because his hair doesn't really look like that in Empire though. I don't know. Maybe they can just, like, make a version of that hair, but, like, have it shorter around the back and the sides. I think, honestly, like, he really just needs a custom hairpiece for Jedi/Empire. How do you feel about it? Please talk to Solid Brick about making a custom Kylo shuttle. Alright, I'll relay that message to him. What's up, Commander Creed? What's going on, homie? I did the stream just for you, and you don't even show up until like an hour into it. I can't believe you. Will VARDOS be at any conventions? Probably not. Gubby0222 says, what do I think about the AT Hauler set? I think it's a pretty cool set. I think that my apathy towards Solo is kind of like makes me not love that set as much as I should, but all in all, it's a decent set. Enter says, agreed, really. What they use in Jedi is too long, and in Empire it's close, but still too long. Yeah. Yeah. So I was playing Battlefront 2 and not expecting a stream at this time. That's still that is not an excuse. Why would you be playing Battlefront 2 when you can watch me build Battlefront 2? Come on now. Says, tell me, you like older music like from the 80s, or what music are you into? I'm mostly into hip-hop and R&B. Ranging from like the 90s to now, so not really techno, not really anything else to be quite honest. Don't really know why I was in white. I mean, it's the same reason X-Wings and Snow Speeders are both white. Lego just, I don't, you know, like, you know. Nothing can, Cooper, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? What are you doing? Keep it G, guys. Keep it G. And by that, I mean keep it gangster and keep it appropriate for general audiences. Will you display any MOCs at Brick Fiesta 2019? Yes. I will be displaying the next MOC. The next big one. At Brick Fiesta 2019. Oh, come on. At least PG. Okay, fine. PG 2. How about this? You guys can only say words that they would use in a Star Wars film. Anything outside of that, don't use it. Says, yeah, but aside from the Imperial shuttles, nothing from them isn't anything but gray. What do you mean? Do you mean... Oh, so were you saying, like, why is the ship in canon white, or why is the ship in, like why did the Empire make them white? I'm sorry, that was the same question. Was your question, why is it in canon white, or why did Lego make it white? I feel like in the film, I don't know, it's kind of that ambiguous, very light gray color. Am I correct about that? Or am I totally... Is it, like, very obviously white? Would you consider Luke's death a great way to go out? Yeah, that was the most Jedi way for him to go out. I have a concussion and I'm not allowed to watch vids or be on my phone, and my mom was about to yell at me. Well, please get off your phone. He means all Imperial vehicles are gray except the shuttles. Is the AT Hauler as white as the Imperial shuttle though? I always kind of thought of it as... I mean, Solo is a very dark movie, so it's hard to tell, but I felt that it was like that very light gray color. It says, yeah, I guess it's somewhere between the two. I just feel it's a lot closer to gray. No big deal though. Haha. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm glad the Imperial shuttle is white. I think that, like, it just... The style of the ship, it's a very sleek ship, I would describe it as. So I think it looks better in white. I'm glad it's white. Bye, Jay. Enjoyed my time on the stream. I'll be sure to watch more in the future. I appreciate that, man. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate it, my boyo. My boyo, my boyo. My boyo, my boyo. 46 viewers. I remember the days when 25 viewers a lot. I remember those days too. Back in the day, we went all the way up. Ethan Studios, appreciate that. Nothing could stop me. I'm all the way up. So, Jay, how long do you think I'm going to stream today? I'll probably stream until, I don't know, until I'm tired. I'll be on for a little while. Actually, my little brother will probably be getting home in like 30 minutes. So maybe I'll take a break when he gets home. 46 viewers, but only like 7 in the chat. Some people are shy. That's what I've figured out. Some people would rather just sit in the shadows like Snoke. Imperial Brick Production says, this stream is keeping me sane with exam papers. Thanks, Boyo. It is my pleasure. It is my mission to give you guys an escape from the perils of real life and a place for you to come and be with other boyos and discuss your true love, Lego Star Wars. I'm surprised you guys are still in school. Christmas is next week. How do you still have exams? Christmas is next week. PG language, huh? So Jedi Slime, Chrome Dome, Fleabin, Furball, and Walking Carpet are all okay. Awesome. Yes! Moof Milker is also appropriate too. Vozio says my last day is Friday. Okay, so most of you guys are probably getting out this week. Okay. Well, that's good. Moof Milker. Some Moof Milker. Jay, did you get your Christmas gift from Lego yet? Hey, what's up, Kenneth? Oh, I guess you were an employee. No, I did not. I haven't worked these past few days. I think maybe we got them in. Maybe not. I don't know. But I do not have it in my possession yet. How do you feel about it? Do you like it? I think it's pretty cool. It's definitely one of the cooler gifts we've gotten. Yeah, I'm still waiting on ours. Okay, so then we probably haven't gotten ours in yet. Definitely one of the best years, though. How long have you worked at the store? I think the first year I started, I don't remember what we got, but I think I started in 2013, and I got the gift from 2013. I think the year before that was the house, the Christensen house, and I missed out on that one, and that's like the one I would really love to have. So cool you guys get exclusive sets as employees. Yeah, that is really cool. Lego's a pretty awesome employer. I've worked 2 Christmases. Okay, cool. So you got, I think this, what was this most recent? Was it the windmill, or was that year before? It's hard to keep up with these things. The Nutcracker, that's right. I think the windmill was the year before then. Vazio says, on New Year's Eve, you should have a recap video on all your MOCs this year. I've been planning on doing something like that. I want to do a video called, like, the Rich Boy J MOC Showcase. It'll really just be the vehicles. Maybe I could do a separate video for, like, the, like, actual location MOCs. But, like, since I still have, you know, all the vehicles I built, I would love to get one video with everything in it. Like, you know, my AT-AT. Well, I guess I didn't really build that this year. But I would like to just get a video with all my MOCs in it that are still built. Like my AT-AT, ATM6, Corvus, obviously. You know, just stuff that I've built. Do you like Battlefront or Battlefront 2 from 2005? I played those games a little bit when I was younger. I didn't, like, most people, like, had very fond memories of them. I didn't play Battlefront a ton. I was just never really good at first or third person shooters. So I didn't play those games a lot, but, like, I liked them. I think I preferred the original one because on that one you could get a Republic gunship on Geonosis, whereas on the second one you couldn't. It says on New Year's Eve you should buy a 5 AV figures. Wait, what? I think he's saying I should buy an AV Figures 5's figure because, you know, why not? Sure. All right. Says, I think I know your answer already, but which version of the Corvus do you prefer? I definitely prefer the Imperial version. I think it just looks cooler. Like that was one of the things, like, from the first time I saw it in the Battlefront 2 commercial, I was just like, I love the design of that. I think the Corvus is just so freaking cool. Someone suggested to me, like, oh, you should make your Corvus, like, be able to convert to the I guess, Resistance version. Or I guess when she joined, there would still be the Rebel. So, like, the Rebel version. I don't know. The Rebel/Resistance version. But, like, they're so different. Like, there's no way to make an easy conversion between them. Like, for one, I don't know if you've, like, looked deeply into it, but that Rebel version has, like, 20 engines on the back. Like, it's ridiculous. But, yeah. I definitely like the Imperial version more. Put that there. You should make a small Old Republic MOC. I would do a big Old Republic MOC if, like, the figures... If there were, like, more figures of it, or if they were just... I don't know, if there was someone out there who made good customs of them. I would love to do an Old Republic MOC. I always told myself I'll do an Ebon Hawk at some point. I love to build a big minifig scale Ebon Hawk. Do I like PS2 or PS4? I guess PS4. It's newer. It says what? It's like a totally different ship, like making a T-70. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's so different. What is a Sigfig? A Sigfig is basically like a Lego figure version of your real life self. Would I build an ATTE? Yeah, absolutely. I'd probably do a turbo tank before I did an ATTE, but I would certainly like to build an ATTE. Big minifig scale version. Honestly, the Lego set version, isn't too far off from minifig scale, but I would like one that maybe, you know, use some cooler building techniques, more snot on those side panels, stuff like that. If you were able to make a Star Wars Battlefront 2 campaign mission, what part of the game would you do it in, and what would the mission be about? Wow, that's... Would I have to be, like, in the confines of, like, Battlefront 2? Like, would it have to reasonably fit into, like, Iden Versio's story? Or do you just literally mean anything in the mission? Yeah, it stands for signature. This has been a really fun stream. I'm thoroughly enjoying talking to you guys. So thanks to everyone who decided to come through and give your boy, old rich boy, a chat. I certainly appreciate it. Old rich boy. What is my favorite Star Wars movie? Star Wars Episode 4 is my favorite Star Wars movie. I'm still bummed out that there's no Star Wars movie on Christmas. It is the Christmas season. It is the holiday season. There's no Star Wars film coming out. Favorite light whip? I mean, what? Are you using slang, or are you making a joke? You planning on representing the Cinder satellites at all, or perhaps showing a good deal of destruction they're causing? So I've been considering like how I would do that. At this point, I'm not really thinking about it. I haven't considered it. I don't know. I'm not sure, honestly. Do I like Empire Strikes Back? Absolutely. Great film. Do I watch Star Wars Resistance? Absolutely. I would love to talk about Star Wars Resistance. I'm just really, really enjoying that show. It is so refreshing to be telling stories in the post-Imperial period. It says, yeah, Solo really should have come out now. Would have been received much better. Exactly. That is weird to think about. Like, if they had just decided to make Solo like a winter Christmas release, like, it still wouldn't be out yet. Like, we would not have seen Solo yet. He says, okay, so would the Colossus make a great MOC or what? Yes! Dude, I've been saying that for so long now. I would love to do a Colossus MOC. Like, it's so freaking cool, dude. Like, there is just so much stuff you could do with that. Like, absolutely. I'm so glad you said that, because the Colossus is just, it's such a just cool location. Like, shout out to Star Wars Resistance. If you guys aren't watching Star Wars Resistance, you should be, because it's really good. When do I stream? I don't really have a set stream schedule. I really just try to stream when I can. Did Obi-Wan: The Star Wars Story get canceled? I don't think it was ever like set in stone. But at this point, it's pretty much, I would say it's pretty much canceled. UCS Niku. Make like a Niku bust like they did with Darth Maul. That would be so creepy. I think I might take a Ringworld version, go micro scale. I really want to make the Fireball. Dude, if you make the Fireball, that would be so dope. Either can you just make all the ships so whenever I do a Colossus MOC, I can just build all of your ships and you'll have done most of the work for me. Thank you. Appreciate it. Guys, I want to give a special thanks to Enthert. He has volunteered to build all the ships from Star Wars Resistance for me for my future Star Wars Resistance MOC. So I really appreciate it, man. You're a total bro. Mr. J, that joke wasn't funny the first time, and it definitely wasn't funny the second time, so chill. What sets do I want / expect next year? Well, that's always the question, right? So there's a big difference between what I want and what I expect. Fives, delete that footage. Thank you. Looks like Fives is taking care of him. People just never learn. Why do they make us have to? Why do people make us have to teach them lessons the hard way? Why can't we just all get along? Did I watch the deleted clip of Han Solo and Chewie having a snowball fight? Is that a joke? Or are you serious? Have you guys watched that deleted clip of Yoda breakdancing in front of the clone troopers? That is actually not a joke. But yeah, as for next year, I think Tantive 4 and Star Destroyer are like they could do no better than those. Like that would be best case scenario. I do think the Star Destroyer will happen. I'm not as convinced that we'll get the Tantive 4. I think that we'll probably get some sort of Starfighter earlier in the year, and then later in the year we'll get the Star Destroyer. Do you think we'll get Resistance sets with Rebels and Clone Wars? We had them way in advance. Yeah, it is really annoying that we haven't gotten them. Honestly, I'm going to say, like, if we are, not anytime soon. Like, from the rumors I've seen, like, there's nothing about Resistance, which is very disappointing. Kenneth says, do you like the 4+ Star Wars sets? For me, I really appreciate the fact that Yavin 4 has finally represented. Yeah, that is weird to think about. This will be the first time we've gotten, well, I guess technically, like, some of the Starfires we've got have been, like, based on, well, maybe not. Huh. Have we gotten a set so far? No, we definitely did. The original, the B-Wing? No? Maybe? Maybe? No? Because we don't see any B-Wings on Yavin, so it would have to be an X-Wing or a Y-Wing. Yeah, no, I think you're right. Like, this is the first time we've seen Yavin 4 represented in a Lego set. He says Y-Wing is the closest. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Because that one, it comes with, I guess the most recent one. Oh, yeah, that's right. It was in Rogue One. Okay, yeah, the most recent Y-Wing, then, yeah. Oh, yeah, and the Celebration. Okay, yeah, you're totally right. Not the most recent Y-Wing, but the one before it. Okay. Nope, you're totally right. I was trying to get any set, like, had anything, like, specifically from Yavin 4, but I guess, yeah, the closest would be that 2012 Y-Wing. But, yeah, no, it's honestly, like, I'm fine with the 4+ sets. Like, obviously, there are younger kids who want to build Star Wars, and now, you know, if a person comes in, I don't have to just, like, say, oh, here's a battle pack. It's within their, like, building capacity. But yeah, no, I actually really do like that they're doing the 4+ sets for Star Wars. And of course it gives us, you know, more opportunities to get more figures and smaller sets, which is always a great thing, like the new Stormtrooper. So I'll be excited for that. The new Rebel Fleet Trooper, also excited for it. Says that is actually a clip. Yeah, send it to my Instagram, bro. Says, oh, and we got the moon itself in their Planet series. Yeah, that is true. Lego's weird like that. It's the same way that we got a Phase 2 Cody construction figure, but we never actually got the Phase 2 Cody figure. I don't like the TIE Fighter. It looks too blocky. I would say, like, none of the builds look great to me, but I'm totally fine with it. Because I don't really like the normal Lego TIE Fighter, to be honest. I think that one looks too blocky, so I don't have super high expectations for the 4+ ones. So, but I think that a kid will appreciate any of those sets. Says, it feels really weird how Nico's the same species as Ima Gundy from Clone Wars. And yeah, he's a Nikto. I don't know who Ima Gundy is. Maybe you can tell me who that is. But yeah, he's a Nikto. I had no idea he was a Nikto until that one shows up, and he's like, "Oh, it's another Nikto." I'm like, "Oh wait, Niku's a Nikto?" Like, I had no idea. He's the only, like, bright green Nikto that we see in Star Wars. LEGO should make an updated Republic gunship. They seem to like remaking old sets. At least a smaller one with detail has the choice of making it 2 doors with the bubble turrets. Okay, no. There should be no choice. The only choice is having the bubble turrets with no doors. But yeah, I had no idea Niku was a Nikto until, like, that most recent episode. I have the Brick Vault tie. Don't want to buy the solo one, but the Mimban Trooper looks so awesome. Yeah, the Mimban Trooper is great, but and I have the Brick Vault TIE Fighter too, and, like, it just blows the Lego one out of the water. And there might be another TIE Fighter that blows the Lego one out of the water. I'm looking at you, Enter. I'm looking at you. Ima Gundy was a Jedi from the Clone Wars who died during the Ryloth arc. There was a Nikto Jedi? I'm not even surprised. There was a freaking Gungan Jedi in the Clone Wars, so why should I even be surprised? Lewis says, I wish there were more Star Wars mock builders out there. I mean, I think there's a lot. I would like to see more of them on YouTube doing build series. I understand like this is not easy to do for everyone. Not everyone has the collection, the patience, the equipment to do stuff like this, but it would be cool to have a few more people doing build series. Commander, yeah, that's right. I guess I didn't think about that. Since his name was a hint that he was gonna die. Josh says a lot quit this year. Chris says he's in his dark ages, which is like very depressing, but I do feel he will make a return at some point. I don't know who else just is not building anymore. Do you think we'll get the red TIE Interceptor in the Lego set? Probably not. That sounds like a great opportunity for Enthert to build something. Enthert, can you just build everything? Can you please? Can you just quit your job and just build MOCs? That'd be great. Then I'll never have to want anything again. Oh, did you actually stop Fives? I guess you changed your name from Fives. That was the ultimate. I'm leaving my old life behind. A line of the racers from Resistance would be great. That would be nice. He says, but who will design packaging then? What is more important? Packaging design or Lego Star Wars MOCs? You tell me. Fives, you have a calling. Fives, you're like, I mean, Enthert, you have a calling. You're like Rey. Rey didn't want to be thrusted into the battle of the Resistance, but she had a purpose. She had certain skills where she was called to do, with many others could not do. And this is your calling. So hey, why prolong it? Why prolong it? Also, don't worry, Felucia is still coming out, and you and Garrett will be making an appearance, hopefully. Yeah, that'd be nice, Fives, if you could actually start building again and stop being lazy. I didn't mean to come off like that. All right, see you, DMK. Bet. I bet. Hey, shout out to Patrick. I'm going to butcher your last name. Lambrecht. Thank you so much for the donation. He says, love the 501st rap. Thank you so much. There are more Lego-related raps to come, I assure you. Thank you so much, man. We're still waiting for either of you or Jarrett to build an Arc 170. You two are our only hope. I'm just going to start spreading false rumors about Enthert so he'll be forced into doing it. Like, just start telling people, oh, Enther's totally building an Arc 170. He's designing it right now. Like, he's going to be done pretty soon. And then he'll just have to do it. There will be no hope. Says, haha, maybe my eyes are focused on something else right now. New raps such as hot just like Mustafar. Hot like Mustafar. Bro, I'm really hoping to go to the Lego store before the end of the year. I've got like $50 in VIP points and use them on pad cups. Bro, do it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Like I said in the 501st song. I would love to see an Arc 170 build where the two like S foils can go lay flush with the bigger wing. I would like to see that. I would like to see that. I think a UCS Arc 170 would be cool. Enthert says, might have to go 2 bricks thick on the main wing or else magic. Yeah, that's the thing, right? That's what I've been thinking about that too. Like, how would you be able to do it? The biggest problem is like when the wings are open, there's still like there's like it's not like the Lego version where like there's a gap between them. Like there's still like a piece of the wing that's between the two S foils that close in. So you would have to be like you have to be very very great design to figure that out. I'm more than confident that you could figure it out though. So hey, make it happen. Yeah, I wouldn't like doing two bricks thick on the wing. It would just maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll tinker around with it. Maybe we can figure something out. We can use the power of friendship. Nothing is more powerful than the power of friendship. King Fab 87. Hey Jay, last Brickling order for your minifig sale ATH should be arriving tomorrow. Really excited over here. Thanks so much for doing this. Also, I hope you're getting a decent cut from Brickball. Thank you so much, man. I'm glad you're enjoying it. If you can, send me some pictures on Instagram whenever you get it built up, or even progress pictures. I'd love to see. The annoying thing with that craft is the wings actually droop on the real thing, but in Lego that just do they actually? Interesting. I didn't even know that. Welcome back, my G. I just checked my Yoda post on Boogaloo and it's gotten 260 reacts. Don't mean to flex. What Yoda post did you make? I don't even think I saw it. Did I respond to it? Pretty sure, at least they do in the Clone Wars when they... So perhaps not in Episode 3. Huh. I'll have to look into that. What sets do you think are due for a remake? The UCS X-Wing. Have I ever eaten cookie dough? I'm sure I did at some point, but I try not to. I sure will. No guarantee on the pics of the mad wife while I'm off building, though. Hey, I'm sure whenever you finish building it, she will appreciate it just as you do. It was an image of Yoda sleeping from a scene in the Clone Wars with the caption "Heart reacts for sleepy Yoda." Oh, I definitely did not see that. TIE Interceptor is overdue, as well as the bomber. Yeah, pretty much every TIE, every original TIE that's not. I guess Vader's TIE and the standard TIE got re-releases. So, what is going on? I don't know. After Jarek's ties, I'm just not sold on Lego ties anymore. I know it's bad, but you know. Like whenever that the solo tie came out, I only got one, and if Jarek's wasn't out, I would have totally gotten a ton of them. But you know how that goes. Shout out to Hot Pixel 23 says, "Yo, I just subscribed yesterday. This is so cool. What game is it from? It looks awesome. This is from Star Wars Battlefront 2. So yes, yeah. Why would you buy Lego ties? Yeah, exactly. That is my attitude on that. As a mock builder, all sets are just parts bundles, but from a business standpoint, I'm always surprised they bypass classic ships like that. Yeah, pretty much. Now, if someone could do a Resistance A-Wing, that'd be nice. Do I play Xbox or PS4? I have a PS4. I don't play it very often, but I do have one. Hold on one sec, guys. I gotta let my little brother in. All right. How hard is it to get all the parts necessary for any giant, crazy, cool MOCs you have to make? I wouldn't describe it as necessarily hard, unless you want to describe like finding the money for it. Then I guess that's not easy. But I just go on to BrickLink, and they usually have what I need. So yeah. Have I seen the Jedi City by 1Case? Yeah, that thing's dope. I can't wait to see him actually build his Star Destroyer. It looks really nice. What's up, Bricks Boy Maestro? Are you excited for the Cassian show or just so-so about it? I'm pretty mad on that. I'm not. I just feel like Rebels just ended. And Rogue One just came out, and so like I'm just so overloaded with material on the original trilogy era / Imperial era. So I don't know. I'm sure there'll be cool stuff in it, but it just seems more of the same that we've gotten recently, Hold on one sec, guys. Hello? Nothing much. What's going on? Say that again? No, I didn't make it yet. All right, yeah, for sure. All right. All right, I'll see you. Take care. Yeah, he just got here. Yes, ma'am. All right, bye-bye. Just got off the phone with my Levin dealer. Anyone who's here for the last stream will appreciate that. It says, yeah, minimum lot averages are annoying. Pretty much forced to purchase figures at the store. It has other parts you need. I just wait until, or I try to wait until I have a bunch of parts that I need, and then try to place orders. Typically with Crate, because I was really pressed for time, I would order stuff immediately when I needed it, and I just ended up spending a lot of extra money on shipping than I had to, and placing a lot of small orders with stuff like that. So at this point, I try to wait until I've realized I need a decent amount of parts, and then I'll just go ahead and purchase a bunch. Favorite Clone Legion? I like the 212. Those guys look dope. I like the 212. How do you guys feel about the appearance of shot clone troopers at the end of Revenge of the Sith? Do you think that between the time when Palpatine became the Emperor and after he fought Yoda, he's like, all right, somebody make me red clone troopers so I can go pick up Anakin? Am I going to watch The Mandalorian? Absolutely. Did you buy any $6 Imperial speeder battle packs from Target? No, I did not. I already have 4 or 5 of them. I mean, it's not a bad battle pack. It's just not one I feel the need to get a bunch of. I love the Imperial officer in it, especially the hat, but there's 3 other figures in there I don't really care for, or I don't care to have a bunch of, Am I going to watch the Clone Wars? You mean the Clone Wars movie? Or you mean the Clone Wars show? I forgot. There's a Clone Wars show next year. Yeah, absolutely. I'll watch every Star Wars show. I watched them all. I thought you were making like a joke, but now you're actually serious. I was recently buying parts from an upcoming MOC, and I ended up inside most of what I needed, but the minimum average slot value was $3.33. Holy crap. At that point, I would just not buy from that store. How many more weeks do you think before you're done? My goal is to have it done by the end of January, so 5, 6, 7 weeks, maybe. I don't know. Hello there, Rogue Rebel. How did you break your collarbone? The greatest thing about my figure being in here is I don't have to send you one because you have the 2002 gunship. That I do. But you should still send me yours. Because I'd like to have 2 Jedi Bobs. But yeah. Can we talk about how horrible the new Stormtrooper helmets look? Oh, Creed. We're going to have a disagreement there because I really do like the new Stormtrooper helmets. Oh, by the way, my AV Figures capes came in for all the figures that need them, so I can't wait for them to be put on. Am I thinking about having a concert at the Toyota Center? I'm working on it. I've been talking to my agent. He's trying to arrange that. Hopefully we can get something together. Do you think LEGO needs to make a new Clone Wars era Y-Wing? I never really liked that ship, so I wouldn't really care if they made one, but it's been a while since we've gotten one, so I wouldn't be... I guess it's not something I think we need, but they could definitely make a much better looking one than the one that currently is out. Oh, Jay, updated your Sigfig. Did you give me the Cassian jacket and the fin pants? It looks good to me, just problematic to all of us existing collections of... Yeah, I mean, I have tons of the other Stormtrooper in this MOC, but you know, I've gotten used to it with Lego. Like, honestly, I was more annoyed with the new... I mean, I wasn't annoyed with it because it was good that they did it, but like leading right up until we got the new Rebel helmet, like we had gotten so many new types of the older version of the helmet, like from Rogue One and with the Sand Speeder set and stuff like that. And now we have the new version of the helmet, so like all of those helmets are outdated now, which is annoying. So you know how that goes. That's what I was more annoyed by than the Stormtrooper helmet thing. Does anyone have those 2005 Stormtroopers with printed legs? They are freaking cool. I actually do. What those came in the Imperial Inspection set, or did they come in that Imperial Landing Craft? I forget what set they came in, but I have them. Yep, the figure is now complete, and dude, really can't wait to get the front section done. Awesome, man. Alright, see you, more animation. Thanks for coming by, man. And Third says, can we talk about the Y-Wing a moment? To me, the design looks nothing like a ship without hull plates. More like a ship with Greeble struck over the top of its hull. Yeah, I totally agree with that. Absolutely. Because it like... No, like, absolutely. Came with the 2005 Imperial Arrival set. I don't think it was an Imperial... It was an Imperial Inspection. Imperial Arrival was surprisingly a different set, I think. Imperial Arrival, I don't think came with Stormtroopers. But yeah, the Imperial Inspection is what had it. Jay, make another song using the Mo Bamba soundtrack. I actually don't really like that song, so I wouldn't remix it. When did you stop playing with Lego? Like, when did you stop making scenarios and playing with your figures? That's a great... I don't know, maybe like... Maybe when I was like... After I was 13. 13 was when the... For me, that's when like the Clone Wars stuff first came out. So that would have been like 07. And I felt like that was the last time I really like sat down and played with my Lego. Reinforcements have arrived. What's up, Noah? What's going on, bro? Welcome back, Screaming Seagull. Someday I'll attempt the Y-Wing that actually looks like that. Kind of like how the inside of my X-Wing looked. Bro, go for it. Alright, see ya, Rogue Rebel. What's up, Sawyer Howd? Alright. Howdy. Howdy, partner. Did you ever see my animation that you did a voice for? I think I did. I'm pretty sure I went and looked at it. What are your thoughts on the MCU and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? MCU is cool. I've never watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., however. Favorite blaster color? Do you mean like the Lego blaster or just generally, like in Star Wars canon? Who's your favorite clone trooper? Oh, wait. Aren't they all the same person? No, they're not the same person. Nothing planned with brick volts in terms of what? Did someone ask you that, or did you just casually mention that? Noah, what are you doing up so late? Star Wars canon. Can I go with the First Order blaster? I love the infusion of like the black with white accents or white with black accents, depending on how you want to describe it. I love the First Order blaster. That's what I'll go with. Are you able to make blinking or changing lights for... No. Well, I could. I would need to buy more stuff. With the current components I have, I couldn't have like sequential stuff with lights, which I would like to. Like, I'd love for the lights on top of the buildings to be blinking, but it's something I wasn't willing to put the effort into figuring out. I meant the color of the blaster bolt, but that works too. Oh, okay. I know, I love the green blaster bolt. How long do I think I'll keep this mock built? Not very long. Yes, I have heard of the show Supernatural. I watched a few episodes. Like, I know what that is. Hi, bro. Make a suit room for stormtroopers. I guess that'd be kind of cool. Love the one that Geonosian fighters, the purple one the Geonosian fighters had. How do you guys feel about the, like, Geonosian bubble blasters? I feel like they look so goofy. Wah, 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 wah. Does this place have TIE Bombers, TIE Interceptor, TIE Defender, TIE Advance? No, 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 and no. Just that goofy. Okay, yeah. It's so goofy! Rogue 2 says, the Geonosian blaster annoys me so much these days. Yeah, it's so goofy. I can even accurately depict it, but it's so silly. That's just the prequels in a nutshell. The Lego Geonosian blasters look accurate to... Yeah, they actually do. It's like the typical alien gun. From the film that brought us static charges, you'd expect better. Yeah, exactly. Lewis says he recently purchased a minifigure lot from a buddy, which includes Sand Red Battle Droids, dope. Metal Blue Super Battle Droids, dope. Young Boba, original Phase 2 clones, 2 Droidicas, and Jango's headpiece. So you basically just got a bunch of stuff from like the original episode 2 line. That's pretty cool. Oh, Jeff, got a big of an epidemic. An epidemic? I need to figure out where I'm going to build Echo Base. My room is a bit tight at the moment. I still need to add a third table. I don't know. Get rid of your bed. I don't know. Use a garage, maybe. That can work. So Jar Jar, who's your least favorite Star Wars character? Jar Jar is definitely up there, but my absolute least favorite character is Episode 2 Obi-Wan. Is there a place to watch Clone Wars from the beginning? Is it still on Netflix? That's where I watch most of it. Zamazel would be a good figure to get an update of. If May the 4th still had actual figures, we could maybe see her there, but May the 4th is not for figures anymore. What obscure locations in Star Wars would you like to see MOC stuff from books, TV, etc.? Literally anywhere from like Knights of the Old Republic. Like I liked what's the first planet from Knights of the Old Republic? Is it Telos? Is that correct? Or is it Terrace? I'm pretty sure maybe it's Telos. I don't know. That first planet from Knights of the Old Republic, I would love to see someone do a MOC of that. And like the lower levels too, that would be cool. What's the Ithorian planet? Is it called Ithor? That one's pretty cool too. It's just the giant ocean with the like random establishment in the middle of it. There's the one spaceport you go to as well. I can't remember a lot of these names, but you get the idea. Hey, what's up, John Cena? And I'll see you, Noah. What Star Wars minifig that hasn't been made would you like to see in Lego? Bail Organa. Oh my god. How have we not gotten him yet? Like, seriously, bro. How many gray is this? This is a lot of gray. Or, you know, episode 8 Leia. That'd be nice. How about episode 3 Padme? What battle pack would you want? It says you don't even have to answer. I already know the answer. What do you think my answer would be? I'm actually curious about that. Any Force Ghost would be nice. Yeah, that too. Garrett and I were talking the other day, like, if they made Last Jedi Luke in his darker clothes, like, what set could they put him in? Because obviously we already got an Octo set, so, like, what more could they do? And I was thinking maybe they could do, like, the tree from Octo and include a Force Ghost Yoda. That would be cool. And yeah, Masamita would be a great figure to get. Scarif battle pack would have been honestly shocked we still have not gotten like a battle pack with Scarif troopers in it. Do I prefer basic stormtroopers or first order ones? I honestly prefer the first order stormtrooper. I really do like the design. It's a very modern looking stormtrooper. I like it. It's cool. Last Jedi Trooper or TFA? I definitely prefer The Last Jedi Trooper. I don't really mind it because I think the Last Jedi ones look much cooler. If you had to choose, did you like the Force Awakens line of sets or the Last Jedi line of sets? Huh. It's a good question. I might go with maybe the Force Awakens line of sets. If you're talking about the original wave, I don't know, but like the Last Jedi had good sets. I don't know. That's a hard question. It's hard to say. I feel like I lean towards the Force Awakens though. Really, just because like the Force Awakens was our like initial exposure to a lot of the stuff from new canon, so it was just, I don't know, it just has more sentimental value. Jay, speaking about the Old Republic, Aiden is thinking about making a decent science scene from it. Oh, cool! I would love to see that. If you could erase one of the sequel films, what could it be? Like, the story's not finished though. It's hard to say when the story's not even finished. Honestly, maybe I'll say the Last Jedi sets were better because I really did like that Resistance Bomber set. It's hard for me to say, like, maybe ask me that after episode 9 comes out and I can tell you. Which is, I mean, I don't know. At first I thought you were saying if I could erase one of the prequels, I would just say erase all the prequels. Every single one. Erase them. Delete that footage. Jeez. Do I have the Ewok Village set? Yes, I do. I haven't built it, though. I do really like the set, though. How do I feel about Adorier quitting? That was so depressing. That was so depressing. I met him at Brick World Chicago. He was a very cool guy. I really enjoyed hanging out with him, so it was sad to see him go. Lewis, is that your response to me saying delete all the prequels? Oh, I forgot. You really like the prequels, don't you? I'm sorry, bro. Revenge of the Sith is my favorite. Oh, Lewis, why? Why are you doing this? Why are you tearing us apart? I was just playing with him at Brick World the whole time. Yeah, man. Shout out to Beta Lug. Execute Order 66 on all the prequel fans. Yeah, pretty much. Lewis, I hope we can still be friends. I just don't like the prequels. I'm sorry. My favorite Stormtroopers? First Order. Surprise, surprise. I like good movies. I'm sorry. Is it my fault? The prequel memes, though. Oh my god. I love the fact that anytime I mention the prequels and that I don't really care for them, people always bring up, oh, the memes. Like, since when is that how we judge how good a movie is? The memes. Okay, cool. Thank you, Lewis. I have 6 cups of sand green and I need more. Sand green, what? Just various sand green pieces? Why First Order troops for the helmet? Yeah, I just love the way they look. But only because you built a good AT-AT. Wow. Okay, well, I'm glad I did that. Jay, you like the sequels but hate the prequels. I just don't understand. What is there not to understand about that? I mean, I feel like it's pretty understandable to hate the prequels. Like, it's like there's not. I don't need to explain much. Ithard says, was General Grievous necessary? I'm laughing because we're finally starting to get into the meat of this conversation, and that is talking crap about the prequels, which makes me very happy. Anyways, says, was General Grievous really necessary? I mean, cool looking villain, but did we need another thrown into the mix? To me, it would have been like having another Darth Vader pop up and return. That's exactly what it was like. That's exactly what it was like. No, like, and same thing with Count Dooku. Like, Dooku had obviously a little bit more of an important role, but in terms of like, you know, having an interesting villain, like, has there ever been a less interesting villain in Star Wars than Count freaking Dooku? Like, they're just that's what happened. Like, you kill off Darth Maul, one of the cooler villains we've gotten in Star Wars, and he's replaced with Count Dooku. Like, could you imagine if like the main villain in the original trilogy was like Count Dooku? Like, how uninteresting would that have been? Like, it's just older gentleman. Like, yeah, no, like the prequels were a solid 0 for 3 when it came to villains. Hey Jay, here's a question for you. So while doing a large scale mock, do you tend to do side builds along it? Not really, no. I haven't done any mock since I've started this. Maul was pretty uninteresting because there was nothing to do with the character except he was a gimmick character, looks like Satan. Yeah, but like that was enough. Like, that was a good starting point, right? Like, obviously he had no personality pretty much, but like he at least looked cool, which I don't know. There's something to be said for that. And then they just got worse and worse. I don't know. The villains in the prequels as a whole, I feel, are just terrible. Screaming Seagull says, I'm more of a Star Wars books kind of guy and the Clone Wars because they explain a lot of things that happen. Yeah, there's so much lore to be explored in the books. It's like they went, hey, people seem to like Tarkin. Let's rip him off, give him a lightsaber, and have him fight Yoda. Yeah, yeah. But Tarkin was more interesting than him because Tarkin had more of a personality than Dooku. Dooku was just a guy. Like, Tarkin was obviously like very cerebral and like he was. I would say Tarkin was more intimidating than Dooku. Like I said, the prequels were a solid 0 for 3 when it came for villains. I'll give them credit for the Emperor, though. The Emperor is pretty cool in the prequels. I'll give them credit for that. How much did you love Stormtroopers? A lot, I guess. All right, see ya. Forever Lego Studios. Says OT Pierce has come off as a joke to me. How they worship Boba Fett, even though he did. Yeah, that, I mean, there's something to be said for that as well. Like, Boba Fett I don't really care for Boba Fett at all. I think Jango Fett is much cooler than Boba Fett. I think Dooku was okay. He was not awful, but an alright villain that helped in no small part by the actor. I mean, he's just such a, like, think about some of the villains that we got in the original trilogy. Like, we had the Emperor and Vader, like, both very iconic Star Wars villains. And we had Jabba, and we had, you know, people like that. And then we go to, like, Dooku. Like, come on. Grievous. And, like, Grievous is just so goofy. Like, his little, like, mouse walk. I don't know. I just like Grievous because of the Clone Wars. General Veers for the win. Yeah, shout out to General Veers. He was cool. He was one of the few competent, like, Imperial officers that we see. Let's talk about how Phasma is Boba 2.0, except no one thinks she's cool. I don't really. Phasma's more interesting than Boba. Like Phasma has meaningful dialogue, and she does more than him. Phasma doesn't. Phasma isn't doesn't go off in like the goofiest way possible. Boba Fett's death was like comic relief. Like, then they did. They definitely did not do that for Phasma. Like Phasma's taken far more seriously. Bro, can you make a little freestyle rap? Not right now. I'm in the zone, bro. Lewis, it has to be Boba Fett. His death is just so goofy. Oh! Like, okay, I don't get it. The Last Jedi had such bad writing. I mean, it has Attack of the Clones kind of writing. I'm gonna disagree with you on that one, Chief. It's a pity Hux was reduced a little more than comic relief in the second act. His character could have got better. Yeah, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand the direction of Hux. I think he like by the end of the film, he got a little better. But then there's a scene when Kylo like throws him against the wall, and never mind. Chrome Dome, Jay, Chrome Dome, and everything Rose says, and a lot of what Finn does, and Hux. Only Rey and Kylo are kind of cool. What's wrong with Chrome Dome? Oh boy, we're talking about Last Jedi now. This will be fun. Commander Creed says Last Jedi says has rots kind of running. Okay, don't do that. Don't do that. No way. Don't do that. Chrome Dome sounds like a fudging 5-year-old. Nah, I don't agree. I don't agree with that. It's no worse than like Moof Milker. It's certainly no worse than Sleemo. All right, I actually kind of like Sleemo. That wasn't a good example. TLJ messes up on a lot of characters that we should have had more explored on and done about. That's one of the problems I feel like. Everyone wants every character to be flushed out in the movies, but like that's impossible. The movies have a confined time limit, guys. We can't explore every character fully. You know, I think like in terms of what these new films have to accomplish, the characters they have to kind of build up and flesh out, like I am more than happy with the job they did. Like I love the big three, the main new characters. I love all of them, and all the original characters had a meaningful role in these movies. And I feel like that alone is like a tough task. Like that's not easy. Like no other Star Wars film had to do that. Like original trilogy was a blank slate. The prequels was still kind of a blank slate because they really got to kind of start before everything. But like these films have to not only build up new characters but also give meaningful roles to the old ones. And I think that they do that. Like down to even like R2D2. Like everyone had something to contribute to the story, which I thought was really cool. So I'm a big fan of that. What else? Actually, thinking about it, most of the humor in The Last Jedi was it dragged it down for me. It was funny, but didn't fit with the scene it was from. I thought it was pretty funny. It wasn't. I didn't really mind the humor. It didn't really take me out of it. But yeah, no, like I don't envy the people who had to write these new films. It says all of their characters and their actions feel very forced. I mean, like what? Like what? Please explain that to me. Please explain why the characters feel forced. I think they tried to be like Marvel, which doesn't. See, I've heard people say that a lot, and I don't really know what that means. Like I've watched Marvel films, and the humor didn't. I don't know. I don't. Maybe someone can explain that a little bit better to me. I feel like movies nowadays are just different. Like, I mean, like if we think about like humor in Star Wars, it's never really been like the type of humor we get in the original trilogy is very different than prequel humor. Like prequel humor is like slapstick, like goofy preschool humor. I like the I think original trilogy humor is by far the best humor we've gotten. Like it's very subtle, and it makes a lot of sense contextually. Like I think the funniest Star Wars scene to me is when Leia and Han are talking, and he asks her, or he's like, I guess like they're in the Exogorth and the ship shakes and she lands on him, or maybe they get shot at. Maybe, I think they hit an asteroid. I don't know. I think that's it. Yeah, they hit an asteroid, and like she lands on him, and he's like, I think Leia says something to him, and Han was just like, "Oh, don't get excited," and then she's like, "You holding me is not nearly enough to get me excited," and then he just looks at her. He's like, "Sorry, we didn't have time for anything else," and to me, like that's the epitome of Star Wars humor. And like even in the sequels, the prequels definitely don't have anything as clever as that, but even in the sequels they don't really touch that level of like subtle good, contextually good humor where like, you know, this is something the character should say and would say and it's still funny. But in like there's nothing like that in either of the new the sequel trilogy or the prequel trilogy, so I think that's kind of lame. Rose was very forced. What is that? Can someone please explain to me what that means? What is? I hear that word thrown around so many times, but I don't really understand what is the argument? Like saying something, for me, something forced is like, oh, it doesn't make sense in terms of the story, but they're doing it just because. Like I would say Finn and Rose's romance is forced. Even though it's yeah, I would say that's forced, but it's hard for me to say Rose in general as a character is forced. All right. He says Rose is very forced. The side quest to the other planet was forced. Everything is forced. Like what does that mean? Like please explain that to me. Where is how many troops do I have? I have hundreds of troops. Alright, see ya, lucky meatball. I will definitively and objectively say Luke's character was perfect in The Last Jedi. I love Last Jedi Luke. I love Last Jedi Luke. Especially considering, like, think about where we leave off with Luke, right? The last thing he does is when he throws away his lightsaber and he's like, nah, I'm not gonna fight this evil dude who wants me to give in to my temptation and just, you know, be an evil person. And he literally is willing to lay there and get electrocuted to death until his father saves him. So if we picked up with him and he's, you know, back swinging his lightsaber around, killing everything, like, I feel like that would have just been such a diversion from where we left with him in the original trilogy. Like, someone was talking to me the other day, and they were like, oh, I don't like Last Jedi. Like, they made Luke such a wimp. And I'm just like, how is he, like, are you kidding me? Like, how is what he does in The Last Jedi even any more wimpy than him laying down and just accepting getting electrocuted by the Emperor. Says, I think the story they developed, for better or worse, demanded an extra character to be introduced. Rose is a pretty good one. Yeah, I don't mind Rose at all. Like, I like the dynamic she had with Finn, other than the kiss. The kiss is the big thing I hate the most. Like, it's all, for me, it's all about Finn and Rey. It's all about Finn and Rey. Rose is my waifu. Says, in The Last Jedi, Luke gives up on Kylo over one Force vision when he wouldn't give up on Vader over blowing up an entire planet. Well, what? Well, one, he, like, Vader didn't blow the planet up. Two, Vader was his father, which is a very different dynamic. Three, at that point, like, Luke had more responsibilities at that point. Like, he knew, you know, if I'm going to do this Jedi thing, I want to do it right. I don't want to, you know, basically create another Vader. So there's a lot more going on with, it's a different dynamic. And then ultimately that ends up costing him, right? Like, it's proven that, like, that was a bad decision. But, like, I can totally see from, like, Luke's perspective why he would be a little concerned, you know, if he's seeing, like, holy crap, like, there's evil in this person that I'm training to be very powerful, like, given where the galaxy just came from, like, it makes total sense to me. Rose literally didn't do anything. She stopped Finn from destroying the big cannon, which would have saved at least 30 other rebel troops and would have been a good end to Finn's arc. Okay, that I absolutely disagree with. So here's the biggest problem with that. Okay, so one, let's think about, like, let's think about how it could have went down. Like, if Finn actually flew straight in to the egg cracker and he destroyed it, one of two things would have happened. So if he destroyed it and the First Order just couldn't have gotten into the base, then that would have just been the end of the film. Like, the Resistance just would have escaped and there would have been no confrontation between the First Order and Luke Skywalker, which I feel is kind of implausible. I feel like they would have eventually gotten in anyway. It's like there are literally like tunnels that go into the base, so there's no way in which that could have went down. But if he goes in and destroys it, like, if his sacrifice basically wouldn't have mattered because the First Order, like, would have gotten in anyways. Like, there was no result of that would have, like, worked out and would have been a good end to his character. What's up, Ogle? Jedi Bob says, also with Rey, I feel the movies make her get stuff way too easily. How many times have I had to refute that argument? Says, much like Leia not hugging Chewbacca in The Force Awakens, the rose kiss slaving him what we love line was just poorly placed in the film. Not necessarily a bad sentiment. Yeah, I don't care for her. There was no need to. She could have said I wouldn't have minded the line. The line was fine. I don't super care about the line, but the kiss is what gets me. That did not have to happen. Do I like Travis Scott? No. I'm uploading video on that mock I sent you. Oh, cool. I can't wait to see it. Make sure you shoot me a link. Says, okay, then tell me how crashing at full speed wouldn't end him from dying uselessly. If it was any other rebel trooper, they would be dead, which shows how it would... Wait, I don't understand what you mean. I also would like some cooler battles. We haven't had any cool battles. Okay, the Battle of Craig is cooler than literally any battle we see in all the prequels. Yep, I also got parts for the underside too, so it bumped up the price a bit, but highly. I'm guessing you're talking about the Chrome Navu Starfighter. Kratos barely even a battle, more like, hey, we're gonna attack. Actually, nope. I mean, it is a battle. It didn't go very well for the Resistance, but it's still a battle. The thing I like about battles is where the battle actually like has a story to it. So like if you take literally any battle of the prequels, they're all just kind of like they're made out to just be like backdrops. Like, oh, look at all these cool scenes. Look at all this stuff blowing up. Oh, like look at it. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. And it's not really made to serve the story in any way. Like I specifically look at like Kashyyyk, right? Like what is the actual story of the Battle of Kashyyyk? There is not one. It's just the droids show up and they blow stuff up and some of their stuff gets blown up. I think like the perfect battle we've seen is probably Scarif. You know, there's an actual story to it. There are goals and things they need to accomplish, and we don't see any of that in Geonosis either. Like there's not. I mean, other than I guess the plan is what to stop the ships from taking off, but that's not really part of the main story. Like that's not. We don't see any of our main characters like try to do that. Like, and the main part of the story is just so goofily written. The fact that like, oh, we got to chase Dooku down. Oh, our ship is out of gun or out of ammo, even though the Republic gunship has like 10 guns on it. But oh, I guess the rockets are the only thing we can use on his. Like it was just so stupid. Like, no, I don't think, I don't like the way they handled any of the battles in the original trilogy. And Third says, love the battle of Scarif. It's set up well. It's rewarding and just plain awesome to watch. Yeah, like Scarif is the perfect way to have a Star Wars battle. It's set up well. It's easy to follow. There's like goals and things that the characters are trying to accomplish. Like that's what I like to see about a battle. I don't want the battle to just be like a backdrop, you know. And that's like literally all the prequel battle. It's literally just, oh, we'll have all this stuff going on in the background while our character does something much less interesting. Also, crate battle is kind of stupid because, again, like you said, TFO could have entered through the tunnels. Why the stupid big cannon? Why does it take so much effort to kill the last 30 rebels? I mean, it didn't. They didn't have to. What like? They killed them pretty easily. Like the ones that were in the base were the ones that were kind of difficult to. Like, I imagine their main goal would be like, oh, let's just blow the door open and then we'll get in. But I mean, if they didn't have that, they would have just said, okay, let's send our troops through these little tunnels. Like obviously like that is a less desirable plan because like who knows what could be in the tunnels. Like that shouldn't be their first goal, but like that's something they certainly could have done. Lewis says, Jay, I agree, the prequel battles should have lasted longer and been more detailed. They could have been amazing. It's like almost winning $1 million. I'm glad we can agree on that. Like I feel like the prequel battles are just, and it's really like most like that's like all the action in the prequels really. It's there's never any tension, and that's probably my biggest problem with the prequels and why I do like the sequels so much. The sequels have actual tension that feels like there's actual stakes and like bad things can happen to our characters, whereas with the prequels everything just happens in such a like oh we like in such a boring, very straightforward, no tension, not creatively inspired in any way type of method, and I don't really care for that. I agree with that. One of the things I hated most about the prequel battles, they weren't long enough. The Clone Wars show, yeah, the Clone Wars just did everything better than the prequels. Jedi Bob says, I'm always on the point though that I think the whole idea of the Resistance is dumb. I think the New Republic should have had a full at war with the First Order. Well, the big reason that didn't happen was because the galaxy in general didn't want a big grandstanding army in fear of having something like the Empire, which could make sense given what the world had just went through. So it was like Leia's idea, like, no, we need to have some sort of established defenses, otherwise like everyone's gonna die. And like they secretly funded the Resistance, but like they weren't given the full Republic fleet, obviously, and that's why they ultimately ended up getting blown up. And yeah, Bloodline does a really good job at exploring like why it wasn't as simple as, oh, let's just go to war with the First Order. Like most people honestly didn't know about the First Order. or like they didn't understand how big of a threat they were. Most of the first order was doing was pretty like under wraps, I'd say. Since the Battle of Jakku was a great inclusion, a battle so big one single story can't cover it. Yeah, I would love to see like the Battle of Jakku. I love the idea of it. Look at us having Star Wars conversations. This is what I love. This is what I live for. Talking about Star Wars with my boyos. What I want to... The heck? I don't know what just happened, but anyways. Do I like the Inferno Squad troops? Yes. I mean, it took Vader and the Emperor 6 movies. No, it didn't. They started building the Death Star at the end of episode 3, and it was... I guess technically they started in episode 2, but we see actual construction on it in episode 3, and it's, like, done in episode 4. Do you think they'll make a rebellion version of Iden, or at least some bigger sets? That'd be great. It'd be cool to get aged Iden. They started construction 1 year into the Clone Wars. Yeah. Oh, okay. What's your favorite printed Lego piece? I really do love the, like... Holy crap. Hold on. I just dropped the piece. The first one that came to mind is that, like, the console that always comes in the A-Wing with the Star Destroyer bridge on it, kind of at an angle. I like that. Do I like buildable figures? Absolutely not. Oh, and why the constant use of larger planet super weapons, not particularly related to Last Jedi? I mean, ask the Emperor that. That's definitely... If I could change one thing about the prequels, it'd be to not... I mean, about the sequels, it would be to make Starkiller Base not a planet killer. I guess I can kind of understand why they would want to do it. Like, if you have this establishment that's kind of trying to be Empire 2.0, or, you know, succeed where the Empire failed, I could see why they would want to do it, but for the purposes of storytelling, it's getting repetitive. I mean, Han Solo says as much. Oh, it's big. There's a way to blow it up. We'll just blow it up, you know? Like, come on, guys. I like the black slope piece that has gold printing on it. I'm not... Are you talking about the X-Wing console? That's the only thing I can think of. Do I watch New Generation Tech? I have no idea what that is. Alright, see ya, MOC, Pokemon, and more productions. Dude, yeah, Catalyst was such a good book. I thoroughly enjoyed that. And did you read Catalyst before you saw Rogue One? I remember sitting in the theater before Rogue One started, and I was like on the very last chapter. I was listening to it. I had an audio book version of it, and I was just like trying to quickly get through it before the movie started. Merry Christmas, the Clone Trooper Squad. Says, I guess it's the X-Wing console. I think I got it from the A-Wing from the Home 1 set. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Then it's a good piece. The Death Star plans piece is a pretty good piece too. It doesn't really make sense because the physical Death Star plans look like a hard drive, but no, it was cool. So unfortunately, no. But between DVD release, I did, which made the film so much better for me. Yeah, no, it was like reading that before the movie was it just completely changed my opinion and perspective of the movie whenever it actually came out. My favorite Star Wars Legends character. Can I say Revan? Is Revan Legends or canon? Yes, I like Scout Troopers. I like all the troopers. I can answer all your questions. Lewis says TBH, the original trilogy is trash. Lewis is trying to incite a war. I also like the 1x1 round tile and the translucent pink from the Grievous Wheel bike. 1x1 tile. I don't... That's not printed, is that? You're just talking about the piece? The piece is cool. It's a nice looking piece. It says, made Lyra one of my favorite female characters. Yeah, dude, like, I was so sad when she died at the beginning of the movie. Like, I remember watching them and be like, oh, snap, Lyra! And then, oh, she died. Okay. Did you get the no U-turn tiles at Brick Fair? No, I did not. Is Lyra A-Wing pilot? What? Waifu? No, Lyra is no, that's just Pava. Lyra is what's her name? Jyn Erso's mom. Lewis says his favorite prequel character is Watto. Shout out to the prequels for giving us racist aliens. Where would Star Wars be without our racist aliens? We still need an actual figure for Watto with the hat on. Yep, General Hux. There you go. He knows what's up. Here's a question we need to answer. What actually killed Aura Singh? The push or the fall? General Hux, I'm so glad you said that. Watto with the hat is easily the best Star Wars character ever. I'm actually going to have to head out pretty soon, guys. As fun as this has been. Yes, yes, Orsing is the bounty hunter watching the pod race in episode 1. No, I did not read Death Troopers. Is that the... Are you talking about the, like, zombie one or the newer one? More to the point, why does Lando owe her? That's a great question. Hey guys, remember that time Lando said Felucia in Rogue and Solo? That was awesome, wasn't it? Commander Creed, I wouldn't say probably, yeah. You guys think Suji's still alive? From Clone Wars? Suji was bae. Alright, see ya, Jedi Bob. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, oops. Oops. Thanks for the donations, Jedi Bob. You'll have to remind me who that is, despite recently watching Clone Wars. Suji is the she's a part of the gang of good bounty hunters, I guess. And she's the girl. Is she a Zabrick? She might be. She's like the Zabrick chick. She's like the tan chick. She wears like a red tank top. She has like horns on her head. Does she die in the Clone Wars? Honestly, don't remember. Jay, she is dead. Aw. Does she die in the Clone Wars? She is a Zabrick. Okay, yeah, I thought so. She's the aunt of one of the main characters in Aftermath. Wow. Suji? Mbo is Mbae. Yeah. Yeah, she hangs with Mbae. Mbo. Joss Amari refers to her in the past tense in Aftermath. I honestly can't believe that in Aftermath they were still talking about Suji. I can't believe you remembered Mbo, but not Suji. You think Mbo is dead? Bro, with a hat like that, there's no way he's dead. Have I seen Brick Doctor's Snowspeeder MOC? Is he the one... Is he the, Did he build the one that's on Brick Vault? Mbo is in Aftermath. Oh, wow. Mbo had a cool hat and pet. Oh, I totally forgot. He did have a pet, didn't he? Well, got one of these built. All right, see ya, Hux. Thanks for coming through, man. No, that was Flying Waffle. Brick Doctor hasn't been active in about a year. Oh, then I have no idea. I haven't seen it. Here's a question for all of you guys. How many of you have like friends in real life who are into Star Wars as much or more than you are? Because I feel I got pretty lucky by meeting Garrett, but other than that, I got nobody. Henry says nope. Ryder says he has one. Okay, that's good. Lewis says he has no friends who like Star Wars or Lego. That's sad. I have a few friends who like Star Wars, but not as much as me. Creed says he has two, one named James. Lewis, I mean, what? Wait, Creed, do you know Lewis in real life? Says, I have two friends. One is named Lewis, and no, very different Lewis. Okay, I got you. Like, I have friends who like Star Wars, but none of them, I would say, like it as much or more than me. Other than, like, Garrett, obviously. I think I might like Star Wars a little bit more than Garrett, though. Garrett would not describe Star Wars as his life, while I definitely would. Thoughts on the T-85 X-Wing? Seems like a step backwards from the T-70. I kind of agree. Like, it looks, to me, it looks like a Resistance. I mean, for a Star Wars Resistance, the show version of an X-Wing. And I don't love it. It's a little too bulky for my taste. Lewis and Lewis have the same name and same taste. Is he into wrestling as well? Okay, DNA, please stop spamming the chat. Please, 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 please. Moderators, if he spams the chat, you know what to do. Is it best to watch a live stream of someone building when building yourself? Yes, it is. You said it is, not is it. Okay, fair enough. I do like MC Henry's remake. He made it as if it were a live action, and it actually made me appreciate design. I haven't seen that. You should send me a picture of it. That sounds interesting. Creed, when you were younger, did you collect wrestling action figures? Lewis, don't talk about wrestling, bro. You don't want to go there. We're going to have some problems if you talk about wrestling. That's all I'll say. Glad you think so, Cooper. Like I said, that's always been the whole point of this. The point is not for you guys to sit here and watch me build. The point is for you to sit here and watch me build and for us to have good conversation. What's up, Hydrave? What's going on, man? How you been? Jay, where's that AT-AT review? I was supposed to review an AT-AT? When? Which one? There's only one AT-AT I care about, and it's mine, and I did review it. For sure, Lewis. I got you, big homie. Jay, could I consider you a friend because I talk to you a little? Absolutely. I'm friends with all of you. ATST. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Yeah, I need to do that. I know. I've been saying I'm going to do it forever. I just haven't done it. I'm sorry. Says, my brother did when he was into it, but pretty much left into me when he lost interest and moved out. I did start collecting the Elite figures and made in 2010. Okay, that's cool. Dude, wrestling figures used to be my life. Like, that's all I used to... That was like all I used to get. Appreciate that, Hydrated. Personally, I think Goal used too much dark blue gray on his ATSD. Also, too many curved bricks didn't feel like an OT vehicle. Who wins, Thanos or Shrek? Definitely Shrek. Is the Lego store busy on Christmas Day? No, it's not, because we are not open on Christmas Day. Thankfully. The store is generally busy around this time of the year, though. I just dropped my UCS Slave one. That sucks. It says, I had all sorts of wrestling figures, but the ones they're making now are amazing, great articulation detail. You can get rings that are scale with the figures. Yeah, I remember when I was younger, when the first like scale ring I remember them doing, it was like WrestleMania. It was like the first WrestleMania ring. So it was kind of annoying that it was like an older ring, but like it was obviously the newer figures is what I collected more of. But it was really cool. I really liked that toy. Good times. Good times. Lewis says he doesn't get presents anymore. That's annoying. Do I think Battlefront 2 would be more popular if it hadn't come out at the same time as Fortnite? Did it really come out at the same time as Fortnite? I feel like when Battlefront 2 first came out, like I didn't even know what Fortnite was. I don't think they have anything to do with each other, to be quite honest. What's up, Jay? How was your break? Pretty good. Oh, God. Why is that taller? Oh, no. That's not good. Oh, no. Oh, no. What did I do? How did that happen? What? Oh, man. I really messed that up. Oh, come on. They're both too tall. Oh. Man. That's so depressing. Of course Ryan would come in as soon as like I make the biggest mistake on stream. Oh. No. Why does this happen to me? Guys, I think I'm just going to cancel this MOC. I don't want to build this anymore. I built, so if you see, like, this is too tall. Like, it's supposed to be the same height as this, but it's like three bricks higher? No, it's 2 bricks higher, or 2 studs higher, rather. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, guys, I'm done. Lewis, bro, too soon. Oh, I can't believe I did that. How did I do that? Okay, Anthony, I guess that makes me feel better. Oh. How did I do that? No. No. How is this even possible? No. What is happening to me? Oh, I did that totally different. Wow. Okay, yeah, I'm done for tonight, guys. I will worry about this at some later time. And then I'll go ahead and I'll prop them up so you guys can at least get an idea of what it'll look like. All right. Says, wait, are those all stacked plates with tiles? Yes. Yes, they are. Agreed. Okay, so yeah, I'm done for the night, guys. I am gonna check out. I'll be back again very soon. I probably won't be able to do another stream before this weekend's update, but I'll definitely work a lot more on it. Hopefully, I can just get both of these buildings finished up before this week's update. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I goofed. I made the big goof. So hopefully, I can make this mistake an unmistake. But yeah, this was a really fun stream though. I enjoyed talking with all of you about Star Wars and things such as that. Thanks to everyone for hanging around with me, and yeah, I hope all of you have a good Christmas. If you don't celebrate that, I hope you have a good holiday, and yeah, hope you all get tons of Lego. Hope you all get tons of Lego sets. So yeah, check out the update. It'll I can almost guarantee you it'll actually be up on Sunday, so you guys should look out for that. And I have actually 2 videos coming up between now and then, so hopefully you guys will appreciate those too. So love you all. See you all very, very soon.